Elena came up from behind and slightly bent down awkwardly asked, "Excuse me, have you finished yet?" "K, of course, of course." Giving way to her, Walker awkwardly pointed with his hand. A smile lit up the girl's face. "It's amazing, you've slain a thunder bear. Truly admirable." "No way, I didn't think I'd meet her here." "Hello." Elena greeted the guild administrator. "She's still working as an adventurer. I have brought the requested herbs." The girl says with a smile. "Good. The quality is excellent, and I see that you have brought a lot. Now." Calling the waitress over, Walker placed an order. "I'll get a beer. Will be soon." "It is wonderful." Elena handed the herbs to the girl at the reception, and Walker sat down on a chair. Walker's thoughts were all visible in his nervous grimace. "I wonder if everything is fine with her? I want to talk to her, but I'm the wolf that helped you before. I would definitely seem like a suspicious person if I said something like that." The girls were chatting about their own things. All these stories from the party. T also, about this. "I'm sorry, but it seems they still don't want to team up with you." Elena drooped slightly. "Okay." Her sadness was visible on her face. So she's still doing it alone. Considering the strength of the adventurers here, it is understandable that she would be considered a burden. The waitress put the beer on the table. "Here you are." "I'm sorry for her, but a guild with such a stormy atmosphere is not a suitable place for a child. I'm sure she's more suited to farm work. It's a good thing I didn't call out to her." Elena began to trudge to the exit of the guild. Walker looks after the departing girl, and now he realizes the beer is already on the table. "How do I drink this?" Two men appear from behind the girl, one of whom slapped Elena on the back and frightened her with his unexpected appearance. "Oh, Elena." "Wah." This surprise struck Walker. She is being recruited. "Hey, stop it. Stop doing unnecessary things." "Hajiro-san." Elena's tense face was an indication that she didn't like these people. "Have you found a party yet?" "No," the confused voice of a girl who was surrounded by three unpleasant-looking guys. The girl just wasn't cut out for such a dangerous job. "I'm sorry for you. I can't afford to bring in new members right now. However, this does not mean that I can give up on the dreamer who came here from the village." There was bombast in every one of Hajiro's words. "In that case, as I said before, I can offer you another job." Elena flinched at the man's vile tone. "I already turned you down last time." The girl staggered back sharply and screamed. Walker was watching from behind. "I doubt they're recruiting her at the party. I would love to help her out of this mess, but I want to not stand out as much as possible yet. There are a lot of people here, so someone with a strong sense of justice will help her." And the beer is still standing alone on the table. The men's laughter rang out throughout the guild. "Good luck to you, Elena. Won't you earn 10 times more than when picking herbs? You won't have to go back to your village anymore. Even if you want to go home, you probably won't be able to do it." Everyone who was in the guild was laughing and having fun with this situation while drinking their drinks. These people. Why is no one helping her? How unpleasant. Walker clutched his mug. Why not try it at least once? Hajiro grabbed Elena, hugging her to him with one hand. "Wah, stop it. Let me go." The girl started screaming and crying to be released. "I will become a great adventurer and protect everyone." Walker's memories of their meeting surfaced. Walker let out a tear. Getting up from his chair, Walker said menacingly. "The girl doesn't like it. Stop it already." It was unexpected for everyone. Hajiro looked back. "Huh? PFFT." The man's gaze was haughty. "What's the matter with you? What a voice. Your voice sounds disgusting, like a goblin's. An outsider like you should get out if you don't want to get hurt." Gajira stared at Walker with an unkind look. "I'm a member of this girl's party," Walker said awkwardly. This surprised Elena very much. "Ha. Who in their right mind would become a member of a party with trash like her?" Gajira pushed Elena aside. "I get it, we're in the same business, right? Someone so useless is only fit to be sold." These words made Elena shed tears of despair again. "However, I got to her first. So get it." Hajira raised his fist to strike straight at Walker. "Apologize to her." Walker caught Gajira's fist and squeezed it hard. A man is trying to escape from the grip of a strange man in a mask, mentally asking himself various questions. What is this power? Walker squeezes his opponent's fist even harder and harder. "No, I am the almighty Hajiro-sama. My strength surpasses everything." Walker squeezes Gajira's fist even harder. "Ha! Activation of symptoms, generation of magical energy is 1, and electromagnetic discharge is 1. Hajira's body was attacked. Bro. What happened? The man's friends became sharply agitated because of a fallen friend on the ground, who was also crouching in pain. Gajira is still lying on the ground paralyzed by lightning. His friend is looking around thinking. This guy. I thought he was a fighter, but he's actually a lightning magician. However, there's no way I can lose. I'm the fastest caster in the guild. He won't even have time to do anything. The magician casts a spell and is about to strike when suddenly. No. Wait a minute. How he used lightning magic without saying anything. Walker successfully attacks the magician. Lightning successfully paralyzes the magician, causing him to scream in pain. I have the advantage in close combat. The beast man tries to attack in close combat by swinging his blade at Walker. The beast man was surprised. You. What? Have you forgotten what pain is? The beast man pierced Walker's arm with his blade, but Walker clenched his fist. And he punched Tom in his face with all his might. There was a depressing silence in the guild. The three of them were lying unconscious on the floor. Walker is breathing heavily after a good fight. What just happened? How Hajira lost? I have no idea. Who is this guy? Walker looks around nervously because he didn't seem to want to draw attention to himself so much. Elena looked at her savior in surprise, thinking. This person. Walker and Elena met each other's eyes, and the girl shuddered. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. I did something inappropriate. The guy nervously began to justify himself. There were whispers at the reception. And no, I am. The girl tried to say something, but she was interrupted. I think I'll leave. I'm really sorry that I did that. Excuse me. Walker left the place in a hurry. The girl couldn't even really say something. The doors slammed shut, leaving Elena perplexed. The girl was surprised and confused at the same time. Running out after Walker, Elena caught up with him and called out. Wait a minute. I am very grateful for what you have done. The guy was surprised and confused. Therefore. I wanted. Maybe it's shameless of me to ask this, but. If you don't mind. Would you like to create a real party with me? The girl suddenly said this to Walker. You like to create a real team with me? Elena shouted out, which stunned Walker. The girl stared at the guy with hope. What is she talking about? The expressions of his emotions were clearly visible on his mask. That is, I am. Didn't you find it strange? Of course not. You did it to save me. Perhaps my suggestion to create a team seemed annoying to you. Walker was even more stunned by Elena's words. No way. Stretching out his palm, Walker shouted this phrase. It's obvious from the look of you that you're not suitable for. I'm sorry. Walker looked away from the girl's face. Elena just smiled saying. Well, very sorry. But don't worry, I'm used to rejection. I will continue to collect medicinal herbs and look for someone who will agree to take me on the team. I'm sorry to bother you. Stop. You've been through so much, and you still don't think about giving up? Walker began his polemic. Of course. My dream is to become an adventurer, a defender of people. Elena's cheerful smile lit up her face. She's so determined. Walker was perplexed by such a cheerful girl, especially realizing what difficulties she had to go through earlier. I don't know anything about this world. Maybe it's really worth trying to create a team? And no, she wasn't pushing for pity. Right now I need someone I can trust. Walker thought inside himself. Oh, yes, I was just looking for teammates myself. Perhaps I can take you on a trial run, so to speak. With his arms crossed and his head high, Walker began his grandiose speech. But this is still a probation period, so we will split the reward in half. Elena was surprised by the guy's response. And I'm also unlikely to be able to teach you combat skills. Elena opened her mouth in shock, starting to. I'm sorry. I was just surprised. Simply. The surrounding people began to pay attention to this scene. I've always been alone. To be honest, I didn't know what to do. So I'm so glad. The girl wipes her tears with her hand, smiling with such a sincere smile. Although I turned to you, I was ready to refuse. I'm shocked. Thank you very much. Elena bowed slightly to Walker. The guy returned the bow. In my previous life, I was also always steaming and worried. The radiant smile that lit up the girl's face was too bright. You know. Or maybe we'll eat together, in honor of the formation of the team. Tell me about yourself. So. Choose what you want. I'll pay for everything. This is gratitude for the rescue. Elena put the menu on the table and turned it to Walker. It's kind of awkward, considering that I got a lot of money. But since she wants to thank me, I won't object. The waitress came to their table and began to take their order. I'll have the dish of the day, please. And so do I. And yet. I'm sorry I'm late introducing myself. My name is Elena. I'm still a rookie of the 6th rank. And Walker is a parasite, I just became an adventurer. Really? The girl started the conversation first. Elena was very shocked by the fact that Walker had just become an adventurer, as well as the fact that she had been working as an adventurer for much longer. Have you just become an adventurer? And I thought you were already a veteran. You and the Thunder Bear have won. I'm just saying. I grew up deep in the mountains. And just got out into the city, I don't know anything yet. Therefore, in general. I don't know a lot of things, even the obvious ones. Is it okay? And I have my own fighting style, I won't be able to teach it. Walker roughly describes his invented backstory about life in the mountainous wilderness. Oh, rely on me. I'll help you with everything you don't know, and I'll learn the fighting style on the go. The girl fell for the guy's words and answered the guy with a big smile. Elena decided to remember the fight in the guild. You even have magic. Not everyone can learn martial arts and magic on their own. Thanks a lot. Well, yes, magic is a very convenient thing. Walker replied uncertainly to the girl while thinking at the same time. Although it's actually a virus. Perhaps you shouldn't talk about it. A good excuse, by the way, it will be necessary to study magic. The waitress brings their order, sorry for the delay. This is the dish of the day. Wow, it looks delicious. The food really looked extremely appetizing. Oh. For once, normal food. Have a nice app. The mute silence inside Walker. A sharp realization. But I can't take off my helmet. The internal panic was extremely strong. Mr. Parasite. You can't eat with a helmet on. Damn it. I completely forgot. Walker's panic increased. Well. My face is horribly disfigured. That's why I'm talking so clumsily. The excuse was successfully invented. That's it? Excuse me. Yes, it's okay. Then let's ask the waitress to wrap our food with us. Elena called the waitress to her. I'm sorry, you should have told me earlier. No, don't worry. But in general, serious wounds are far from uncommon. Elena tries to comfort her teammate. My village was attacked by hobgoblins, and a lot of people were injured. Most of the residents were elderly. The girl's face darkened. I became an adventurer to become stronger and protect everyone. I will never forgive goblins who do such terrible things. Our hero shuddered at the girl's words. An awkward silence and an oppressive atmosphere. She doesn't even realize that it's a hobgoblin in front of her. Wow. It got so hard, it's like I'm cheating on her. And at all. Since I have decided to communicate with people, I will have to find a normal body for myself. Walker thought about changing his body, and drops of sweat fell from his face. In the meantime, I need to do everything so that this girl doesn't find out that I'm a goblin. Immersed in himself, Walker was stunned by the girl's call. Mr. Parasite? Yes. Thank you very much for agreeing to take on a team as clumsy as me. I am very lucky to have met such a kind person. A smile colored Elena's face again. Yes, no. Thank you for that. I'm so scary. Walker pulled his hood up tight. And yet she is. Grandma always told me. Don't judge a book by its cover. She is very sincere and good, but I am worried that she is so easily deceived. If you distract yourself, she will immediately get into trouble. I have to keep an eye on her. Elena holds out a paper bag with food. Here, this is your portion. Eat at the hotel later, okay? Thank you. Two people came out of the tavern. Let me walk you to your hotel. You never know if those guys will come back. And I'm sorry, I acted rashly. Hee. Elena and Walker went together to the hotel where the girl lives. After Elena's chuckle, Walker looked questioningly at the girl. You might not believe it. But recently a gray wolf saved me in the forest and also escorted me to the city. Elena remembered the little wolf that had saved her before. Walker flinched at the mention of his past appearance. That's what it all reminded me of. Wow. But do monsters do that? It's true. We found a common language. What if I have a talent for controlling monsters? Elena said in surprise. In any case, tomorrow will be our first team work. So eat well and get some sleep. Walker stated this. The girl's eyes shone like stars saying so. The first quest in the team Although of course I'm afraid, because this will be the first experience for us. But a few such joint missions and we will learn how to work as a team. Yes. It's been a long time since I've worked with someone like that. It's a pretty good feeling. Walker and Elena were walking and chatting about their own. Early in the morning, Elena's voice is heard in the hotel. Mr. Parasite, good morning. Walker is snoring in his bed. Mr. Parasite? Walker opens his eyes abruptly. Damn it, it's Elena. Jumping out of bed, he realizes that his newly minted teammate is calling him. Mr. Parasite, aren't you staying at this hotel? Elena is standing under the windows of the hotel and trying to get through to Walker. We agreed to meet at the Adventurers Guild. And she came here, and a whole hour earlier. That's the zeal. The parasite was extremely surprised by such pressure and zeal of the girl. Oh, are you the innkeeper? Tell me, is there a guest here named Walker Parasite? Yeah, he's in a room on the second floor. Walker started packing as soon as possible, putting on his clothes. Whoa. No privacy in this place. It's bad, I need to change my clothes quickly. The parasite managed to get dressed in time and run out of his room. He had just opened the door by the time Elena went up the stairs. Good morning, Lena. And how did you find me? Ah, Mr. Parasite, good morning. Lena, as always, with her radiant smile on her face. I just asked passers-by about a big man in a raincoat and a bird mask and immediately found out everything. The girl's face was glowing with happiness. Ooh. And yet this body attracts too much attention. I need to find a new one for myself, otherwise she will reveal me sooner or later. Walker's awkward reflection. Mr. Parasite, you know. What? The guy was alarmed. Elena looks sad. Are you sure you haven't changed your mind about the team? The girl is extremely concerned about this. And of course not. I just went out into the city myself, you just saved me. The guy was confused by the girl's words. Today is our first job as a team. It's time to move out. Walker declared enthusiastically. Yes. The girl's face was once again colored by her cheerful smile. A busy market, the hubbub of people in the early morning. I didn't have time to walk around the city before. Wow, there are so many things I don't. Well, I have a lot of money. The parasite thought. Yes, give me one piece. Walker holds out a coin. Mr. Parasite, wait. Elena stopped Walker from making such a purchase, shocking everyone. 10 silvers is twice as expensive as usual. Elena objected to the saleswoman and she shuddered. Aha. Well, I didn't say there was only one portion. 2 servings for 10 silver pieces. The saleswoman began to back down. That's how. Then let's have 2. The saleswoman clucked with displeasure because her scam failed, but Elena was extremely pleased with her victory. Mr. Parasite. Scammers immediately break the price at the sight of non-residents, so do not trust every seller. Lena was extremely cheerful explaining to Walker about scammers and non-residents. That's who would say. But I'd rather not say anything. I see you understand everyday things. Thanks. Of course. Unlike you, I didn't start earning money right away. Paradise was extremely delighted with this fact. There was a time when I only ate herbs, mostly weeds. Lena recalls her difficult past as she ate plants. We need to collect as much as we ordered. But then why did you buy me a meal? It's okay. After all, I have saved up money just for such cases. What a kind girl. The parasite even burst into tears inside. I really want to complete the task as soon as possible and feed her delicious food. Walker was deeply flattered by the sincerity of Elena's actions. All right, let's go to the guild for a task. And as soon as we get the reward, we'll walk around the market again. Yeah. Parasite and Lena drink their drinks from Kagaram. And yet you are. It is so easy to be deceived that I am worried. The girl of the parasite was shocked by these words. I'll keep an eye on you so that this doesn't happen. Elena is extremely excited. Thanks. Actually, we're both good. Walker and Lena went on to the guild, the girl said so, trust me. And the guild. What? The receptionist is shocked. Elena. Did you team up with him? Agas. Lena answered happily. Of course, he looks a little peculiar, but believe me, his heart is the kindest. You saw for yourself how he saved me. Well, yes. The girl at the reception looked at the parasite awkwardly. She suspects me. The girl thought about it while looking at the parasite. And yesterday I seemed to attract so much attention that now everyone is looking at me. The people in the guild were staring at Walker intently. Do you have a task for 2 novice adventurers? And I thought that you would even complete an S-rank task easily. You defeated the Thunder Bear alone, didn't you? Uh-huh. The girl stared at Walker. I want to accept a task that will benefit Elena's training. Walker pointed at Lena. I see. Well then. How do you like the F-rank task of hunting horned rabbits? The receptionist girl looks at the papers in order to choose a task for this too. The horns of these rabbits are suitable for making jewelry, so they are asked to collect them. They are small and act alone, which is not typical for rabbits. So this is the perfect assignment for novice adventurers. We will try our best. Lena was already on fire. Yeah. Great, then we'll take this assignment. If anything, I'll support her, don't worry. Walker said confidently. Actually, I'm most worried that you're going with her. The administrator spoke to Paradise in her mind. Elena, be extremely careful. Yes, yes. The girl shook Elena's hands and gave parting words. She probably thinks I'm just like those bandits. What to do? The first impression always spoils everything. But I will faithfully complete the task and win her trust. They are found here somewhere. But they are not visible. The rustle of the trees echoes through the forest. The team of Parasit and Elena are looking for horned rabbits in their habitat. We've been looking for them for an hour. Are they really that hard to find? Walker was confused, but Lena was rummaging around in the bushes nearby. No, these monsters usually appear right away. Maybe they became more careful because goblins, their dangerous enemies, were passing by. Shock pierced a Parasite. Is this my fault? Sweat poured down the guy's face. I can't let the first task fail because of me. Walker was on edge. Elena, if it's such a child, I'll find them with magic. Oh, okay. But it's dangerous, step back. Will you find them like this? So? It looks like I can use the symptoms I get from that merchant as well. The Parasite started using its virus to search for monsters. Hiding the presence of 2. Detecting the presence of 1. Activation. Walker uses his powers. I've eliminated the goblin's aura. And now I will find the aura of living beings. Silence. And now the Parasite discovers something behind a lying log.